Alright, so we will be working with board collision now. I'm gonna be showing you how to create your own. So on CodeWalker, just go right where right behind the police station, right here, and right where the entrance of the tunnel is. It's just to make it easier to find. Then on CodeWalker, go to Selection tab and go to Collisions, and that's how you see the world collisions. Right click or left click on any of this bit of geometry in here and copy the name of the collision itself and paste in RPF Explorer, search for it, and it's supposed to be right here. So right click, export to XML, select the location, this is number 2, and go to Blender, import CodeWalker, select your file, select anything in here, make sure you're not in edit mode, and press dot on your keyboard. That will make it jump to the selected object. So let's get closer to this bit right here. Well, let me address the first issue first. The world collisions start at 0 right here. If you want to check exactly what the location of that is, you select the first menu on top, and if you go to item, you will see the location of it. It's at 0, 0, 0. That means center of the world. If you click on object, a piece of geometry, it will tell you exactly what it is. The same way with any geometry in here, but this is just for us to make it easier to spawn, to add collision on a certain location without too much trouble. So once you're here, again, we're not modifying this file, we're creating a new file. But this is to know exactly where we're going to be spawning our geometry. Because if you do not see where you're spawning the geometry, it's going to be very hard for you to find it. So go to Solums. If you do not see this panel, just press N and it will pop up. And make sure you're not in edit mode right now. It's in object mode. And go to Add Mesh Cube. The cube will spawn at 0. We do not want that, but that's where it starts, right? So name your stuff. And select the first one on top. Then let me collapse everything. Then go to collisions, create bounds. Make sure you have the first one selected on right here, and then convert to composite. Then expand everything all the way down. Select the material placeholder, add, select something from the list. Let's add wood. Solid woods large, wood solid large, and create collision material. So with the menu that says dot poly underscore mesh, because again, this is the 0, 0 coordinate, and this is where we want to place the geometry itself. So with dot poly underscore mesh selected, zoom where you want to place your stuff and press G and press Control. that will snap the geometry closer to a vertex to existing geometry. If you do not have snapping, this is what snapping looks like for me. So snap to vertex, active, and move. And we have the collisions in here. We will duplicate this bit of geometry, not the whole object, just the geometry that is at the new location, which is 627 minus 1175 and Z 8.9. Very important. Very important to make this distinction between those. This is 0. This is separate. It's a completely different location. So with the third menu down selected, hold Shift and press D, and then press X. That will duplicate the geometry on the X axis. And press R to repeat. And now you have 3 cubes. Every single one of them is going to have a different material. Select the second one, this one. Select the material, and let's add a new material to it. Select Solums, wood. We're going to change that to glass. And convert to selected. And then the third one, we will be making it ceramic, not ceramic, plastic. Plastic. Let's see what this looks like. Expand. Select the material on the list. Convert to selected. So we now have 3 cubes with 3 different materials and 3 different locations. Every single one of them, it's one YBN file. Again, this is going to be invisible in game. You're not going to be seeing it. That's why a board collision is not embedded into a drawable or YDR. So select the first one on top right here. Go to General, Export. Select the location where you want to export your stuff. Export CodeWalker. Go to RPF, access your file explorer in here. And make sure you do not, you have an RPF archive type on your modes folder. Drag and drop. Make sure you have an edit mode so you can actually do that. Double check that the collisions are present. And drag and drop from RPF Explorer into your stream folder where your local host is. And that's pretty much all you have to do. You do not have to create a manifest. You don't have to create a YTAP or YMAP or any of that stuff. To make sure that we actually did a good job, go to CodeWalker, go to Open Folder, and open this folder right here. Copy paste the address, and as you can see, we have the 3 cubes in where it's supposed to be, when they are supposed to be, with 3 different materials. So we're going to close this. We do not need it anymore. Once you have the file on your server, the YBN, restart your server. And we will go in game to test what I've done. Let me get the coordinates for the collisions in here. I'm just gonna copy paste that, loading into the server. and go where the collisions are. Whoa. As you can see, unless you shoot them or hit them with a car, the collisions are completely invisible. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You now have world collisions. See you on the next one.